Hi, everybody. My name is David Sugarman, the English teacher from David English Academy. Today, we're going to be doing something very important. We're going to be working on tag questions. Tag questions can help you become more confident in English, and I think this is exactly what you're here for. And you want to be able to speak more fluently and have more control. But one of the biggest things to have control with is to be able to ask questions, because if you can ask questions, you're going to be able to control the conversation. So right now, we're going to go through this together, and I can't wait to see you until the end. For some of you, this might be a review if you are one of my current students right now, and it's good to review this so that you can be extra better with this kind of skill. It's a skill. It's a skill. So we're practicing on a skill. And by doing this again, you're going to get more fluent and have more control. Now, if you haven't already, you can subscribe to my channel by hitting the bell, giving me a like, and also subscribing. That would really, really be nice for you and for this channel to help other people get better in English. And if you want more information, you can come to my website at davidenglish.info. So let's get started now. Now we're on the topic of tag questions. What exactly are they? Well, they're used when we expect the other person to agree or we think we know the answer. And what I mean by when we think we know the answer, it's like we're 90% sure that we know the answer, right? Now, you can do the answer in a couple options. Here, the idea is that you can say the sentence like, you're tired, which is a positive sentence with a negative question. You are tired, aren't you? Notice that I'm using positive and negative. And here, I'm pretty sure you're tired, right? Aren't you? So you better go to bed pretty shortly. I'm sure you're a little tired. So we're putting this in positive because this is what we're sure about. Now we're hitting them with a aren't you, a negative response. It's kind of saying you're tired, right? But in a more sophisticated way. Notice that the grammar correlates too, because this is with the verb be. It's a present simple question. You're tired, aren't you? Now, if the sentence is negative, the tag is positive. He doesn't like coffee. Does he? We came in with a negative. He doesn't like coffee. Hitting him with a positive. Does he? Using the verb does. Okay? Remember that. Now, with action words, he reads every night. Notice that he reads every night is positive. We have the verb, but we're still going to follow up with doesn't he, because read is a verb, and we know that do and does goes with a verb. Now let's continue. Another little funny thing to add is that I sometimes think of a tag question like a battery. A battery has a positive side and a negative side. So, you could think of it as battery questions, but that's not how we say it in real grammar. We say tag questions. Okay, directions. Complete sentences using tag questions. At this point, you can stop the video, take a pen or a pencil and notebook, and then start writing down the answers 1 through 5. And then you can restart the video and play it, and then I'll give you the responses. So here we go, everybody. 1, she likes ice cream. What do you think? She likes ice cream, doesn't she? She likes ice cream, doesn't she? Why are we saying doesn't she? Because likes is a verb, first of all, it's an action. And we know that do or does goes with that. And here we have to use a negative question, right? Because again, it's positive to negative. Number 2, they don't watch TV often. They don't watch TV often, do they? They don't watch TV often, do they? 3. John is coming to the party. Notice it says is coming, which is present progressive. Here we see the word is, and we want to say isn't he, because it's John. John is coming to the party, isn't he? John is coming to the party, isn't he? 4. You haven't finished your homework. This is present perfect. This might be hard for some of you because we haven't done it yet. Here we have the word haven't finished. It's present perfect. We want to say, you haven't finished your homework. Have you? Going into positive, negative to positive. You haven't finished your homework. Have you? 5. She won't be late. Won't is future simple. She won't be late. It's negative form. She won't be late. Will she? She won't be late. Will she? Again, I'm repeating the answers so that you can listen to the English and repeat after me if you would like. I just want to say, if you have made it this far in this video, you're doing great. Keep going. It's not an easy process, but the more you do, the better you're going to get. Let's get into questions 6 and 10. 6. He plays football every weekend. He plays football every weekend, doesn't he? Positives and negative. He plays football every weekend, doesn't he? 7. We can go now. We can go now. Can't we? We can go now. Can't we? 8. You aren't tired. You aren't tired, are you? You aren't tired, are you? 9. They were at the concert last week. And we're like, right? We're making sure. We're not so sure. They were at the concert last week, weren't they? They were at the concert last night, weren't they? 10. He doesn't eat meat. He doesn't eat meat, does he? He doesn't eat meat, does he? I'm thinking that all of you probably eat some meat, right? All of you eat some meat, don't you? Here's a hard one. 11. Hardly anyone knew about the plan. Hardly anyone. Now, any is negative. It is negative. So, hardly anyone knew about the plan, did they? 12. You'd have told me if you knew. You'd is you would have told me if you knew. Wouldn't you? You would have told me if you knew, wouldn't you? 13. She had never seen anything like it before. She had never seen anything like it before. Had she? She had never seen anything like it before. Had she? That is really, really advanced. I'm sorry about that. That is the past perfect, but it's good to have some spoilers. 14. Few people understand quantum physics. Few people understand quantum physics. Do they? We're talking about people. Few people understand quantum physics. Do they? And then the next one, 15. Let's not forget to call them. Let's not forget to call them? What do you think? It's let's not forget to call them, shall we? Let's not forget to call them, shall we? 16, another hard one. You couldn't have predicted that outcome, could you? You couldn't have predicted that outcome, could you? We went to negative to positive. 17, the train had already left when you got there. What do you think? It's positive. The train had already left when you got there, hadn't it? The train had already left when you got there, hadn't it? 18, nobody is coming to the meeting. Nobody is coming to the meeting. Are they? That's a tough one too. Nobody is plural in this sense. Nobody is coming to the party. Are they? So it's like negative as well, a negative to positive, very hard one. 19, you ought to have informed him. You ought to have informed him. It's going to say, shouldn't you? You ought to have informed him, shouldn't you? Again, another hard one. In 20, nobody expected the results to be so impressive. Nobody expected the results to be so impressive. Did they? Nobody expected the results to be so impressive, did they? Let's try this now yourself. I think a really good way to try this yourself is by asking questions to me that you believe are true with the tag question in the comments. That would do everybody a favor and we could all practice with each other. That would be great. Here's the answer key. And I highly suggest at this time, you go from 1 to 10 and you read out the sentences and record yourself. And all the time, do more. Do more than you can and you're going to get better. That's the goal here. The way to get better is by being active. And by reading these out loud, you're going to do yourself a favor. Good luck with this. And here's the rest. Again, these are very difficult ones. If you want, you can try. This might be your level. This was a harder activity to let you know. But again, it's always good to get a head start, right? For more information, visit and follow my social media accounts here, like you see below. And again, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the like button. And I'll see you shortly before you know it. Bye for now. Hi, how are you today? If you would like to elevate your English level where people actually understand you, where you're not making mistakes, where you're not confused, where you have control of your English, then you're in the right place. My name is David Sugarman. I've been teaching business English for over 12 years and I can really help you. Currently right now, I'm teaching in big companies like Diplomat Israel, like IKEA and others. If you would like to hear more information, please reach out to me over here. Bye for now.